So you're diving into Python graphics, right? And you're starting to get the hang of drawing all kinds of shapes. But
Right.
what happens when you've got like a ton of shapes that you want to move around together? Or like if
Ooh.
you want to change, I don't know, the color of a whole bunch of them all at once, it seems kind of tedious to do each one by one.
Yeah, it can get really complicated if you're trying to keep track of 100 different
But-
shapes.
Exactly. So that's where groups come in, and that's what we're going to be diving into today.
That's right. Groups.
Like having the superpower to control a whole team of shapes instead of just dealing with them one at a time.
Exactly. I mean, you've probably already started drawing individual circles and stars and things like that.
Sure. Yeah.
But when you group them together, that's when things get really interesting.
Definitely. And we've got some awesome examples lined up for you today to really show you how powerful this whole group thing can be.
Yeah, we're going to break down how they work and, more importantly, what you can actually do with them.
Yeah, so our mission today is basically to make sure you really understand groups and how they can, like, take your Python graphics to a whole new level.
Absolutely. Groups will give you so much more control and flexibility in your projects.
Okay, so let's get into it. You've probably already messed around with changing the position of a shape, right?
Right.
Like using center X and center Y.
Yeah, that's how you get your shapes exactly where you want them.
Yeah, exactly. Now imagine you've got this, I don't know, like a little spaceship that you build out of a bunch of shapes.
Okay.
Instead of changing the coordinates of each individual part, wouldn't it be awesome to just move the whole spaceship at once?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That would be so much easier.
Totally. And that's exactly what group-level position properties let you do. If you change the center X or center Y of the whole group,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you're moving the entire canvas that all those shapes are sitting on.
Right, so everything moves together.
Yep, and they all stay in the same position relative to each other.
And that's what keeps the spaceship looking like a spaceship, even when it's moving.
Exactly. And the first example we've got here, it really shows you how this works in action. It's just a simple circle and a star grouped together.
Okay.
And when you move the mouse around, the center X and center Y of the whole group get updated.
So they're both following the mouse, right?
Yep. Both the circle and the star move together in perfect sync.
Yeah.
Because they're in that same group.
That's so cool. So you can make all sorts of things move around together easily.
Yeah. Imagine trying to animate like a flock of birds or something.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Groups make that so much easier.
It's like they're all connected by an invisible string or something.
It's such a simple concept, but it opens up a lot of possibilities, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And it's not just about moving things from the center point either.
Right.
You can also control other position stuff, like the right edge of the entire group.
Oh, okay. So, like, if you wanted the spaceship to always be lined up against the right side of the screen or something.
Exactly. And the second code example shows you how to do that. Instead of messing with G.centerX, it uses G, right? Mouse SX.
So the right edge of the group is following the mouse.
Yep. The whole group, with the circle and the star inside, shifts so that its right edge always stays lined up with the mouse.
Okay.
They also kept that vertical movement using G.centerY equals mousey Y. It's a pretty small change in the code, but it really changes how you think about positioning, right?
Yeah, instead of always thinking about the center, you can control it from the edge.
And the material actually has a question about this. It asks, what change did we have to make to the code so that the group's right edge moved with the mouse instead of its center?
Oh, that's a good one. And we already know the answer, right?
Yep. Just got to change that G.centerX to G, right?
See, easy.
And that really shows how these group-level properties give you different ways to think about how your shapes are arranged on the canvas.
Yeah, so you're giving instructions to the whole group, not just individual shapes.
Okay, so moving groups around is pretty straightforward. But what about changing how they look? Can you make a whole group fade out or change color?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's what we call non-position properties.
Okay.
Groups aren't just about where things are, they can also control what they look like.
Right, that makes sense.
There are a bunch of properties like this, things like opacity, fill, rotate angle, visible width, and height.
Wow. Okay, so you can make a whole group see-through or change its color all at once.
Yeah, or rotate the whole thing.
And visible, does that just mean you can make the group disappear?
Exactly. You can hide it and then show it again whenever you want.
And you can even resize the whole group using width and height.
That's right. It's like having this master control panel for your shapes.
That's pretty cool.
There's an example in the material called non-position properties example, and it lets you play around with all these things.
Oh, nice.
You can press different keys to change each property.
Like what kind of stuff can you do?
Well, you can press O to make the group transparent, or F to make it fuchsia.
Fuchsia, that's a pretty bold choice.
Well, it's just an example.
Sure, sure.
And if you press R, it rotates the whole group.
Okay, and A is for making it disappear and reappear.
Exactly.
And what about W and H?
Those are for resizing the whole group, making it wider or taller.
Wow, so you can really get a lot of control with just a few keystrokes.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful stuff.
The material does mention that you can't just set any random shape property on a group.
Right, that's important.
Like if you have a group with both circles and rectangles, you can't set a radius on the whole group.
Because rectangles don't have a radius.
Exactly.
So it has to be a property that makes sense for every shape in the group.
Makes sense. Okay, so the material brings up this thing called group.children.
Oh, yeah. Group.children is pretty interesting.
What is that exactly?
It's basically like a list that holds all the shapes inside the group.
Okay, so it's a way to look inside the group and see what's in there.
Exactly. We haven't talked much about lists yet.
Right.
But just think of it as a container that holds a bunch of things in order.
Okay, so if I create a group and add a circle, then a square, then a triangle group, children would be like a list with those three shapes in that order.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And because of that, the material starts talking about parent and child.
Right. The group is the parent, and the shapes inside are its children.
So it's like the group owns those shapes.
Exactly.
If the group moves, the children move with it.
Yep, they're always stuck together.
Okay, so that all makes sense. But what if you need to change just one shape in the group without messing with the others?
Yeah, that's where things get a little trickier.
Can you even do that?
You can't, it's all about how you set things up.
Okay.
You have to give the shape you want to control its own variable before you add it to the group.
Oh, I see.
That way you can still access it directly.
So it's like giving that shape its own special name. And then you can change it however you want without affecting the rest of the group.
Yep, the child-specific properties example shows you how to do this.
Okay, so walk me through it.
So first, they create a star called inner star, and they make it red.
Okay.
Then they create a group with a circle, another star, and that inner star.
So now the inner star is part of the group,
Right.
but it also has its own name that we can use.
Exactly. And in the onKey press function, they change the number of points on inner star to 12 whenever you press any key.
Okay, so if you run the code, only the red star changes shape.
Right. The other shapes in the group stay the same.
So even though they're all in the same group, you can still control that one star individually.
Yep. It's a really powerful combination of group control and individual control.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's recap what we've learned today. Groups in Python let you handle multiple shapes at the same time. You can move them around as one unit using things like center X, center Y, and and you can change their look with stuff like opacity and fill.
And don't forget, group.children.
Oh yeah, group.children lets you look inside the group and access each shape individually.
Especially if you gave them their own variables beforehand.
Exactly. So you can have the best of both worlds, controlling the whole group and tweaking individual shapes when you need to.
That about covers it, yeah.
So now that you've got this knowledge about groups, what kind of amazing things are you going to create? Think about how you can use this power to make complex designs and animations.
I'm excited to see what people come up with.
Me too. Don't be afraid to experiment and push the boundaries of what you can do with groups in Python.
Yeah, have fun with it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Python groups. We'll see you next time.